I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas.
Hello everyone, Uncle Charles Walhingford back with another suit review and try on. And yes, we're back again with another linen suit. Now this is a linen blend, linen wool blend suit, but this is a linen suit nonetheless. If you're not familiar with linen suits, it's a great choice if you're in a very warm climate, very warm situation where you want to be a little bit cooler. Now, linen wrinkles a little bit more. It is slightly lighter in the weave and especially the materials made, so it will breathe better, but it will actually wrinkle easier. A lot of times when you're wearing a linen suit, it's not the most formal situation. So if you want to be in a if you want to bring the formality down or the situation requires a lower formality, a linen suit would be a great choice. There's a lot of choices out there. And then what am I doing? I'm going online. The last few suit reviews I've done, they've been all online purchases. And I've had different experiences with each one. And that's part of doing this. When I went online, when I went on YouTube, and when I did my research on this particular brand, Abitto, I really didn't find anything. I just pretty much found advertisements. I didn't find a real breakdown of what they were about. So I made myself the guinea pig and I decided I'm going to get that suit. Now, here's the thing. This is my third, not first, second, third linen suit review in the past couple months, actually. And if you're watching me regularly, I just did a linen suit review maybe 2 or 3 videos ago. So why am I doing this yet again? And shoot, if you look at what I'm wearing another gray suit, another gray linen suit. Would I suggest a person buying multiple linen suits? No. Would I suggest buying multiple staying within the same color frame linen suit? No. I would not suggest doing that at all. You only need maybe 1 or 2 linen suits, period. And then on top of that, you want to get probably 2 totally different colors. So why am I doing this? Why am I wearing this? How did I make this decision to buy yet another gray linen suit online? Great story for you. All right, so let's start with that story. What about the product? What about the product? Well, you see the product. You see the suit. There's some things I really like about it. I really like, and I'll get to that after. Let me talk about what I don't like about it. All right, what I don't like about it is some small details, and I have a video planned I'm going to shoot right after this. I'm going to talk about how to make a inexpensive, cheap suit look better. There's some details about this suit that you may not be able to see right here, right now, that I can see, or maybe you might see it right now. Well, first of all, let's talk about the roll. The roll on the lapel. The roll on the lapel is it's not really as accurate, or it's slight imperfection with that. I don't really care about that part. The next thing is the shoulders. One shoulder looks a little bit different than the other shoulder. Now you're thinking, well, I really can't see it, or I didn't see it until you pointed it out. But yeah, the shoulders aren't exactly symmetrical. Now here's the thing. That might be me. That might be me, and that's what happens when you buy an inexpensive suit. This is a very inexpensive suit. Now, the next thing is, again, another imperfection. Maybe I'll be able to show you this on the screen. You may not be able to see it right now, but the pockets are not, there is some imperfection. This particular pocket on my left side, you can see the white coming through slightly. You can see the white coming through. On this side, it's completely gray along the corners, along the edges. Then again, white. Luckily, and this is another way I'll cover this up. The way I cover this up with my white shirt, but the lining is starting to, the lining, when I put it on, I have to push the lining back. I can easily, as you can see here, I can easily pull the lining out, and I have to push the lining back. I literally have to physically push the lining back. As you can see, look, I can do that real easily and it'll stay. That doesn't happen. That's not supposed to happen. Okay? So that's what I don't like. Now, for relative terms, the first thing what I like about this, the price. I haven't talked about that yet. The price. This was a $100 and I think $69.95 or $170 suit. It's a 3-piece suit for $170. Wow. Wow. If you were to buy a suit for $170 and it looked like this, and that's why I kept the suit, man, after all that, after all what I've seen or dealt with Abitto, to have this much quality, even with the things I don't like, for $170 for a 3-piece suit, man, I had no choice. I had no choice but to keep it. So that's number one, what I like about it, the price. So with not liking the customer service, I'll eat it. I'll eat it for sure. Now, let's talk about some other parts. Of course, if you see this, you know what this means. And I had to unbutton the first button. We have working buttons. Working buttons on the sleeve. That is never a sign of a cheap suit. Cheap suits rarely are going to have working buttons. I don't know another suit. I don't have another suit that took place for this price. Nowhere near. This is my cheapest suit I've ever purchased. Even with inflation. Even with inflation, this is the cheapest suit I've ever purchased. Not by much, but yeah, this is the cheapest suit I've ever purchased. And then the color. The color. Oh, I like this color. I like this bluish gray color, this or grayish blue, what have you. I love the way that looks. The material feels really nice. Sleeves, the jacket, definitely punching above his weight. And like I said, small imperfections. What else can I say, guys? I had no choice but to purchase this. Last thing, pockets. Now, you can have working pockets, but sometimes what I have done in my previous videos that you don't see, I would use a seam ripper and open up the pocket. Most of the time, the pocket needs to be opened up. But the pockets, one last thing I do have to say, imperfection thing I don't like is the chest pocket is it's slightly small. The chest pocket is slightly small. It will not go with, it won't look right with a pocket square. I tried to put a pocket square in it, and the fold that I used, it looked weird. And that's partly the reason why I'm wearing the boutonniere rather than a pocket square. Now, I don't like to wear the three up here, the boutonniere, tie, and then a pocket square. I like to have one or the other. I don't like to have three. So it's not a big deal. Again, for a $170 suit, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to definitely eat that. All right, guys, let's go over what I did to style this, what I did to make this look right. So first of all, white shirt, making a nice white shirt. I even looked into having a purple shirt, and the purple shirt actually looked pretty cool. I wore this with a purple shirt. I'm not sure if I'm going to spend the time taking all this off and putting the purple shirt on. Maybe I will. Maybe this is going to get completely cut out. But I went with a white textured shirt with a purple paisley tie. With the purple paisley tie. Then when I went with a metallic, shiny, purple boutonniere. This is a good way to add some fun, some brightness to this suit. This suit most likely is going to be for warmer weather. So you don't want to have colors like a black, or you don't want to have colors like red. You don't want to have a plain tie either. Even if I wore a purple tie, I want it to have it to be busy. This is supposed to be in a summertime or warm springtime look. And if you don't have that 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 tie or whatever accessory you're using, if it's not bright or fun or colorful, it will you're going to have a confusing look. If you're too buttoned up, too straight up and down with this type of look, because again, this is a linen suit that will naturally wrinkle, giving a more bringing down the formal ladder. You don't want to have, like for an example, a plain black tie. You don't want to have a plain white pocket square. I think that would not look right at all. It won't look right. Went with the watch. White dial watch. Now I know the color might be reflecting with the light, but it's a white dial watch. I've wore this before. The Seiko Presage Sharp Edge. It works great. I like wearing this watch with this kind of look. And I did go with a bracelet. I went with a beaded bracelet. Now I chose this particular stone because I wanted white. I wanted white. Why did I want white? Because that white, and it's not plain white as you can see, or maybe you can't see, I don't know. But I went with, I didn't want to have too much flash. I wanted just a little bit of flash with the tie, with the boutonniere. That's all I wanted. Same thing with the watch. Just a little flash. And that's how I chose to put this together. Then with the shoes, I went with loafers. This is my first time wearing loafers on video. This is actually, they're brand new. I bought these not necessarily for this particular suit, but I bought these and I felt that these particular loafers would go great with this suit and with a lot of other things too. And what I had to do, I didn't talk about already. What I had to do, I had to have these pants hemmed. The pants are hemmed. One of the things that will make a suit look bad are pants that are too long. And these pants were not unhemmed. However, they were left very long, I believe on purpose, so you can alter them yourself. All right, men, and if we have some ladies, that's great. I hope this helped you out with your choice of a suit. If you look into one last thing, if you look into Abitto, I have to warn you, you will get a lot of commercials on YouTube. If you go through YouTube, you will get a lot of commercials from YouTube from them. That's what's going to happen. It's going to happen because it happened to me. Anyway, men, ladies, if you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. I'm Uncle Charles Walhingford. As I always say I'm here to help.